This is going to be a physical game between these two teams, an understatement?
Probably so. That's I think it's just the mental makeup of both teams. Certainly they've played a physical brand of football all year, and we have, I think, for the majority outside of, I thought they got us in that department. So, it was a little bit of a kick in the teeth, so to speak, for us, and we definitely needed it. And I think we've been good ever since. So, yes, I think you're pretty accurate saying it's probably going to be physical.
How tough is it to prepare for a quarterback like Vernon Adams Jr., who has just such a unique set of skills?
Yeah, man, it's tough. He's able. Right now too. He's standing in there and he's delivering the ball. Good timing. He's the spots where he's putting them, man. He's been on it. And then obviously, we all know what he's able to do with his legs if need be. But he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So those are always tough.
What do you expect from? How's that defense kind of really impressed you even now midway through the season? How they've kind of been able to keep it up all year? Yeah,
no, incredible. I know they're coached really well with Slow. They got really good coaches, Clundy, Bowman over there, B. Miles, man. They got a lot of guys who've been really good coaches in this league, and it's reflecting out there on the field. They play their defense very well. They know how to adjust to offenses, and ultimately they play physical as ever, man. So it's a tough task for. What is that? Is that a bee or is it a fly? Okay, I can handle that. Tough task, for any offense going against us as well.
You played in Calgary. You know how Rider fans like to take over that stadium. So what do you expect this week from the crowd?
I don't know, man. I'm hearing there's, about 25K sold, man. I'm hoping, 20 of that is green and white, but we'll see. We'll see. It's good for the league, obviously, just to have a little back and forth fanfare. But to see McMahon have some butts in the seat, I think that's also good for the league. So, hopefully we can put a good game together.
Have you allowed yourself to think about what it would be like to be the first head coach in this glorious franchise to go 9-1?
I didn't even know that was a stat, man. So as long as we can go 1-0 this week, I hope I'd be the first coach to do that this year. So that's all we're looking at.
How tough is it to figure out or even project how this game might play out? You got two tremendous offenses, you got two tremendous defenses. Something has to give somewhere, but where?
Yeah, it's three phases, man. And it could come in any one of those three phases. And then certainly, for us, I know we have a recipe of success, and there's kind of 5 tick marks on that. And I know that they also have a recipe as well. And it's going to come down to details, the detail stuff, the small things. End up being the big things. So, man, it should be a really good matchup.
In talking with the defensive line, they've got the opportunity to make some calls along the offensive line that you've afforded them the opportunity to do. Is that the exception, or is that the rule when you have a veteran group like that?
Yeah, you hope, right? But even that, we didn't start out like that in training camp. You got to earn that right, and we've gotten to the point where I think those guys have. But certainly, there's a mix of things where it's like, hey, this needs to be done. So, specifically, with a mobile quarterback back there, you can't get too crazy. You just got to make sure that you're applying pressure and not leaving too many escape lanes open. Inevitably there's going to be some, but you got to make sure that you know where they are and they're accounted for.
You hope that Keyshawn Johnson would be one of the best kept secrets in the Canadian Football League this season, and through 9 weeks, I'd say it is, despite the numbers that he's putting up. What has allowed him to continue to have success consistently?
Well, if I keep talking, then it's not going to be a secret, Dave. No, I don't think it's a secret. I think people respect his game. But he's dependable. He'll go in again to the tough areas, make catches as Yak. Whenever we've called his number, man, he's been up there at a high tick, making sure he gets the job done for the team. So. Incredible, and he looks smooth all week. Same stuff, man. It's just we're happy to have that guy.
Benoit Marion got special teams game ball after last game. What did he do during that game in particular to earn that?
Yeah, man. He went down, ran down, made a couple plays, and certainly just his energy. What we ask him to do. You know, he's a bigger body, but he's able to get down there pretty dang quick and be able to make some plays for us. Being able to help us in protecting the kicks as far as our punt game is concerned. You know, you put a lot on those guys' plates to be able to play core 4 special teams, and you know, he's been one of those guys for us consistently throughout the year, and he had a good game.
You were a little vague at the end of your answer yesterday about if Brett Lothar is going to be kicking this week. Is the plan for him to kick?
I had a plan, yeah. We'll get the kicker out there to swing it, man, so we'll see. Appreciate you.